Hello, friends. This is Scott, and this is Election Day, November 5th, 2024, down at the Homestead. And looked out the window on kind of a cold, a little bit of a blustery day, and our little neighborhood deer herd were out grazing across the street. So thought I'd share the few images of those deer with you. And yeah, these deer all around. There are some bucks also, but just after hunting season, I don't know where they're at if they made it. So yeah, but these deer are always around, and that's why I have to fence my trees. Well, I start looking at Mr. Lincoln here, and yeah, it's kind of a boring inside day. So I'm looking at this scraggly dog, thinking, yeah, I think Mr. Lincoln needs a Homestead salon day. I think he needs a good haircut and a good bath, and let's try to see if we can do it ourselves. And as always, I have the exact tools necessary. I've got my human beard trimmer, I've got a pair of scissors, and I have some baby shampoo. So we're gonna try to go for this. Well, Mr. Lincoln's not known for being very cooperative when we take him to the groomers, but we have a pretty good relationship. So let's see how we handle this. We have a pretty good relationship, and he doesn't quite know what's coming. And yeah, and we started, and he was pretty cooperative, but I got a few nicks there, as you see. I decided I better use the attachment, but the attachment, kind of the width of the attachments are kind of narrow, so it's hard to get through thick dog hair with a human razor, but I'm going to give it a try, and I'm going to get done. But we're beyond the point of no return now, so it's yeah, Mr. Lincoln's not real happy, but yeah, so I got rid of quite a bit of hair to start with, and that was the easy part. And Mr. Lincoln looks a little bit worse for wear, but he's still hanging in there. But we took some breaks. Again, he did really good, surprisingly, because he growls and tries to nip at the groomers generally. But once he got used to the sound of the razor, he actually sat down, and it felt kind of good. It's kind of giving him a little bit of a massage. So with an attachment on, he's not going to get nicked anymore. So yeah, you see that's my one big faux pas there on his hind end there. But other than that, I just took my time and just kept going over and over and over. And this process took several hours. And the older I get, I'm not too good at kneeling or cross-legged. So we had to take some breaks. And here's a break that Mr. Lincoln thought we were done. And so he was getting all excited, and as you see, his face still isn't done. And he was just going to check everything out because he thought the ordeal was over. He's even going to sniff those evil clippers. But yeah, we weren't done, and he realized that pretty quickly. And so again, he went back to his "I'm not in a very good mood, Dad" mode. But yeah, he did. I'm real proud of Mr. Lincoln. He did pretty good, and we were able to get quite a bit of hair off of him. As you see here, that's a pretty good, handful of matted hair, and yeah, it was. I'm glad we got her done, and he turned out okay. I mean, the groomer definitely does a much better job, but saved $80, and Mr. Lincoln feels a little more comfortable, I think. Well, off to the bathtub we go, and we didn't use the jacuzzi just today because I don't think Lincoln would have tolerated that, but. Yeah, he does pretty good in the bathtub. He doesn't seem to want to stay in, but he doesn't try to jump out either. He just kind of sits there and just had baby shampoo. The previous owner had left some here, so yeah, got Mr. Lincoln all sudsed up and washed, and got him out. He's got to do a little scratching, and we got him a little towel dried. So he's not much worse for wear. He's happy this ordeal is about over, I think. But yeah, he's got to, as all dogs do, they got to do a little scratching, a little itching, and yeah, do a little pawing around to get him ready to go. And still looks like a ragamuffin, wet, but at least he's not a long-haired ragamuffin at this point in time. And it's just this job needs a little fine-tuning, but we won't do that today. He's had enough trauma as it is, so that'll be for another day. We'll get the printers back out and do a little bit of touch-up. But overall, pretty pleased with it, and he looks okay. Yeah, not too shabby, and didn't take him long for him to be back doing his usual, barking at anything on TV that looks like a dog. And in this case, we're watching Soul of the Land on YouTube, and these are pigs, cooney pigs, and he seems to think those are dogs. So, yeah, this is Mr. Lincoln all the time, and he memorizes commercials where dogs are on, and yeah, he's all about it. He thinks they're real, and they're right behind the wall there, and he's all about growling at them and checking them out. So that's his favorite pastime. But again, you can see here he's not too traumatized. He's just going to watch some TV. And he doesn't hold a grudge for very long. So he just sat on my lap and we watched a little TV before the election results came out. And yeah, Mr. Lincoln, we're kind of cleaned up a little bit, so he's happier. I think he's going to be a lot more comfortable. Even though it's winter, I think it was time for a haircut. Then I had to check on the cats. And earlier today, in between some breaks with cutting Lincoln's hair, I got the heat lamp up for the cats, and I decided to put their beds right underneath it on the trailer. And yeah, there's Miss Thing, and she's already enjoying it. So these cats kind of have a revolving door of coming in and sleeping. Every time I come outside into the garage, there's a different set of cats in the bed. So yeah, Miss Thing is the most homebody of them, and she's really enjoying the heat lamp, and I leave that on all winter long. So, and there's Willow, the fourth cat, and he came for a snack. I don't know who owns this cat, but he's, sometimes he's here, sometimes he's not. But yeah, caught him under the heat lamp today too. So, well, Mr. Lincoln had his spa day, and again, not the most exciting day in the way of gardening, but it was kind of a fun day to hang out with Lincoln and get a few things done and enjoy a little TV and getting ready for cold weather. Well, thanks for watching this video. If you like what you see, please hit that subscribe button. Thank you.